There are 1,001 reasons why many YouTubers quit on their YouTube channels or go on very long breaks in between creating content. And these reasons can be grouped into two main buckets. One is burnout and the other is high cost of running their YouTube channels. I'm going to be addressing both issues, but for this video, let's talk about burnout. Now, in this video, I'm going to be addressing the issue of burnout, the factors that contribute to it, and how to avoid experiencing burnout on your YouTube channel. Now, this is the perfect time to grab a piece of paper and a pen, because you're going to be getting lots and lots of value, and there'll be so many notes to take down. If you're ready, I am ready, so let's get right into it. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tope Aghomatse. I'm a YouTube marketing expert, and on this channel I help content creators like you learn the strategies that will help you grow a powerful YouTube channel and achieve long-lasting success. If this sounds perfectly like you, then this is the community you want to belong. Hit the subscribe button and let us grow together. Now to the topic of today. Let's talk about burnout. Now, burnout is a combination of physical, emotional, and psychological factors, okay? Burnout is bound to happen when the effort you are, giving into a project or a task, or the investment you're making into a project far outweighs the immediate and even the long-term outcome, or the perceived long-term outcome. Burnout happens when those factors come to play. You feel you're giving more than you're getting. You feel like this is hopeless, this is pointless, this is a waste of time. Burnout is bound to happen. And as far as YouTube is concerned, there's so much that goes into running a YouTube channel, starting from finding video ideas, developing those ideas into actual videos, maybe like, creating your script or putting your points together. In the process of doing that, you're doing research, you're making sure your facts are straight, you're sure of what you want to say and all of that. From that, you're going into, oh, where am I going to shoot? Am I shooting in my room? Am I shooting on the street? What camera am I using? Do I have lights? Do I have the right microphone? What does my hair look like? What am I wearing? Yeah, and then, okay, you're done shooting. Oh, you're not even done shooting. You're in the middle of shooting and you're like, okay, should I smile? Should I sit? Should I keep a straight face? Oh, I'm forgetting my lines. Should I use a teleprompter? Should I look at a paper? And then you're doing 1 retake, 2 retakes, 5 retakes. Yeah. And then you're done. And then you're thinking, okay, how am I going to make sense out of this, through editing? You're most likely clueless on how to edit, or editing stresses you. You probably don't even know you should edit, and you're wondering, okay, what should be the next step? Or, okay, let's even assume now you can edit and you're done editing. The video goes to your channel. You don't know what you should title it. Does it need a thumbnail? What goes into a thumbnail? What should I write on it? Should it have a picture? What should the picture look like? What should the thumbnail say? What is the title? What should I write in the description? And then maybe you're done doing all of that, and you're like, okay, now how do I get the views? I have just 3 views. What's happening here? Should I share it on my WhatsApp? Should I tell my dad to watch it? Should I tell my dog to subscribe? What should I do? And then, how do I get leads? Okay, maybe I have a landing page. I want to drive traffic from my channel. What should I say? How should I get... Guy, YouTube is a lot. Okay? It's a whole lot. Now we are going into the factors that lead to burnout, or factors that contribute to burnout on YouTube. Before I go into number 1, hit the like button and let us know that you're getting value from this video. Number one is poor content strategy. Okay, poor content strategy. A lot of people start YouTube without any sense of direction. Okay, and they easily run out of video ideas, they easily run out of topics. After shooting 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, they don't know what to shoot next. Should I call it a creative block? I'm not sure what to call it, but for writers, they call it a writer's block. So maybe I should call it a creative block, or is it a video block? You know, and yeah, and a lot of people confuse this with burnout. The fact that their brain is just ghosting on them, no ideas are flowing, they easily feel, you know what, this is not sustainable. They convince themselves that they can never run a sustainable YouTube channel because I don't know what to say. For 5 years, what am I going to be teaching for 10 years? What am I going to be teaching for 15 years? It's not worth it. And so that makes you lose some sense of confidence, you know, in your ability to stay consistent, and then you leads to hopelessness, leads to the conclusion that, you know what, it's not worth it, and then you quit. Yeah, with poor content strategy, burnout is going to be super fast. But on the other hand, when your content strategy is solid, you have your content pillars, you have the topics you should be touching on from time to time that will help you achieve your objectives. Even in your business, you would always have things to say because you have a sense of direction. Yeah. Number 2 is overdoing things. Oh my goodness, I'm a queen of overdoing things. I am a perfectionist to the core, and that makes people like me procrastinate a lot. And yeah, we just make excuses for why we can't do things now, because yeah, there's still anything that I need to add, there's still anything I need to do, I still need to make sure that my hair is okay, I need to make sure that my teeth is white or whatever, right? And that's because you're just doing too much. It will lead to tiredness. And I will tell you some of the things that are happening on this set now that I've decided to start doing to make sure I stop overdoing things. Number 1 is my makeup. I have the lightest makeup on. I used to wear foundation, you know, the powder, I'll put the blush, I'll put the eyeliner, eye pencil, mascara, I'll draw my brows, I would wear a blush, I'll put contour, highlighting, yeah, you know, all that stuff, yeah. And I'll spend 30 minutes making up for a video shoot, and I am just like, what is this? I need to become a man so I can just wear a t-shirt and start shooting. And for the longest time, makeup just always discouraged me. Today, I told myself, number 1, I'm not a fashion brand. I don't need to be overdressed to show up on my channel, and I just stopped it. Right now, I have just powder on my face, a nice lip gloss, some nice frames, and we're good. Right? If I remove my glasses, you will see that I have no eye makeup on because what? I don't want to burn out. Okay? So you are overdoing things. You are overdressing. I wore this blouse last week. What should I wear this week? And because you don't have a new blouse, you can't shoot a new video. Let me be very petty here, and it's my absolute truth. I'm being very vulnerable right now. For a very long time, I wasn't shooting videos because of my skin, especially because of my knuckles. I have naturally dark knuckles. You can see I've had this dark knuckles since I was a child. Nothing has worked. But I told myself, I'll give myself a deadline. I'm going to go to this esthetician. I'm going to buy this product. I will clean up my knuckles because I talk with my fingers a lot. And each time I watch my own videos, I just feel like, oh my God, my hands are... Why? My hands look bleached. I look like I'm bleaching. I don't want people to think I'm bleaching. So I need to fix it before I show up. I did all I could for several months. And yes, that was why I didn't post videos for that while. Of course, that does not have anything to do with these 2 years. That's an earlier time that I burned out, or an earlier time that I was away from YouTube, because this particular channel we are on started in 2020. Before then, between 2016 and 2020, had started other channels, start, stop. In between those periods, I did take a break because of my skin. I just wanted to look fresh. I wanted to be so fresh I wouldn't have to wear makeup. Why? Because makeup stresses me. And I know I'm not the only one. And you know what? The skin has not become milk yet. As I speak, the skin is still not milk, but we have to move, right? And my knuckles are still there. My dark knuckles are still there. And you know what? It might not leave. So let's just continue, right? And that's because I set such a very high standard for myself. I'm trying to overdo things. It's unnecessary. You're overdressing, you're over packaging. You want your studio to look like Oprah Winfrey setup. You want to do 100 retakes because you sneezed or you forgot a line. My dear, you're going to burn out before you say jack. Okay? So, stop it. I'll tell you one of the reasons I resulted into wearing t-shirts. So I don't have to think of what to wear. Yes, and I have on it YouTube expert. Hello? And that's it. Because I don't want to overthink what I'm going to wear. I don't want to have to change my outfit in between videos because I'm shooting 4 videos. I should wear 4 shirts or 4 blouses and doing that nonsense no more. I'm going to wear 1 shirt, batch record 5 videos and get up because I don't want to burn out. The only people that would not be forgiven, they don't look glam and all touched up and everything, are fashion and lifestyle brands. If you are a makeup artist, you're a skin expert, you are a fashion police, you're always critiquing what people are wearing, you can never be caught on fresh. Your hair must be given, your outfit must be given. You can't be repeating the outfit you wore last week in this week's episode. But those are a few people. If you are a chef, you're a YouTube expert, you're a social media coach, you're a marriage counselor, you're an educationist, why are you bugging over your outfit? Nobody cares. Nobody. You're an economist. Who cares? Even if you're a billionaire and you're teaching how to make billions and all of that, and you're lazy with, changing clothes and everything every day, just be like Mark Zuckerberg. He wears his black shirt and shorts and he's good to go. But of course, he steps out of his Ferrari. I don't know the car he drives, but I'm guessing he drives a big car. He steps out of his Bentley in his t-shirt and shorts. It's not broke. So maybe you also want to invest in your space, because when your space is fixed, it's fixed. Yeah. And then just tone down how you show up, because you don't want to burn out, right? So stop overdoing things. If it has nothing to do with your audience's expectation, my audience here on YouTube would be fine if I cut my hair. They'll be fine if I don't wear any makeup. So long as I can teach them the algorithm and I can teach them YouTube, they're good, right? And that is what I'm focusing on now. Then stop doing 100 retakes. If you make a mistake, just keep going. That's why you have editors. Why do you retake 7 times when you're recording? Of course, you're going to burn out. Make that mistake and just keep rolling the tape, because your editor can fix it. Except you are the one editing and you're trying to save yourself the headache. But you're going to burn out if you keep doing 1 retake, 2 retakes, 3 retakes because you forgot a line. Also, I said I was going to talk about my set. Let me tell you all the ways I'm trying to reduce burnout here. By having my notes on a tab, right? And I'm looking at it shamelessly. Before, I would want to cram my line. I would want to talk like Barack Obama, who just looks at you and keeps talking effortlessly without reading anything. I would want to look like, yeah, it's all coming out from my brain. My brain is very hot. Excuse me. The presidents of the most powerful countries read their speeches. Yeah, pastors in churches read their notes when they're, giving their messages. So why should I cram my own YouTube script? So I am looking at you and I'm looking at my script without any remorse, right? Because I don't want to burn out. I tone down on my dressing, tone down on my makeup, complemented with my frames, of course, is recommended. Not a powerful recommendation. My eyes are still weird, but yeah, I have to wear it because I'm always in front of screens all the time. I tone down on, and I have lights fixed. I don't have to fix 4 lights before I shoot because I don't want to burn out. So stop overdoing things. Think of how to keep things simple. By the way, I'm already touching on the tips. I should not have touched on the tips, but let's continue. Then you're doing things you're not good at. You're trying to be an editor, you're trying to be a graphics designer to do your thumbnail, you're trying to be a YouTube expert. You came to YouTube because you were a marriage expert. Suddenly you're trying to become a YouTube expert because you want to understand how to get views and subscribers and engagement. You want to know how to tap into the powerful traffic sources. That's not your purpose. It's not your purpose to become a marriage counselor, video editor, videographer, graphics designer, community manager, YouTube expert. No, it's not your purpose. Focus on what you're good at. The reason you're burning out is because you're trying to be everything on your channel, and that is not feasible. So if you're not good at it, it's going to stress you. If you're good at it but you don't enjoy doing it, it's going to stress you and lead to negative emotions each time you're thinking of shooting your videos. And each time you have to deal with those negative emotions, it's only a matter of time. You're going to feel like quitting, and you will eventually quit. Okay? So don't try to be doing everything that needs to be done on YouTube, because there's a lot to be done, right? Also, reason people quit on YouTube is because of poor results. I mean, after all said and done, you've spent money hiring a videographer, you spent money on a video editor, you've uploaded on YouTube, you probably paid someone to do your graphics for you, or you did it yourself, and finally you have just 11 views or 3 views. That's a blow. That's a big blow below the belt. It's just painful to experience. It's so painful. I can't forget how I feel each time I post my videos back then. And after all the stress of working overnight, I see 7 views, and all those 7 views are me watching my video 7 times. Oh my goodness. There was nothing more demoralizing than that. And that can easily lead to burnout. You're getting poor results. It douses your motivation to go on. You start thinking, you know what, this is pointless, it's hopeless, it's useless. Why am I on YouTube anyway? Let me go back to Instagram. One more factor that leads to burnout is impatience. Sometimes you are just the problem. You want to just start your channel today, be monetized tomorrow, just become big and, mighty on YouTube next week. It doesn't work. The same way your Instagram has not blown up in 6 years of you running it, it's the same way YouTube is going to take time. Everything takes time, including growing a YouTube channel. So calm down, okay? Impatience, comparing yourself with other YouTubers. Yes, some YouTubers get lucky and they start today and their first video is boom, viral. That is an exemption. Your first video might not go viral. In fact, your 60-second video might still not go viral. Like I said, I still do not have a viral video on my channel. Till today, I never did. I have 63 videos on my channel as I speak. None of those videos is viral. So calm down. Stop comparing yourself with other YouTubers. Be patient. Everything takes time. So you be having overly high expectations of yourself, of your channel, is going to drain you. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the first 100 views. Enjoy the first 35 subscribers. Imagine you running a seminar and having 100 people seated. That's a successful seminar. So pop some champagne for your 100 subscribers. It's a big deal, right? And so stop setting unnecessarily high standards for yourself. And sometimes we are just so full of ourselves. We think that we are so awesome and nobody else has good content like we do. No, the others on YouTube are not playing. Nobody's playing on YouTube. Everybody's also trying to give their best. Everybody's also, shooting quality videos. Everybody's also showing up, powerfully. Everybody is also, building their charisma for the camera. You're not the only one. So it's a competitive space, and know that and know peace. Know that you're not the only amazing marriage coach out there. You're not the best business coach out there. And even if you are the best, you have a crazy content creator who posts 10 times more frequently than you do and has funnier expressions and overshadows you on YouTube. What do you want to do? So please calm down, okay? Growth takes time. So these are the reasons people burn out. Yeah, we have poor content strategy, overdoing things, doing things you're not good at or you don't enjoy doing, poor results on the platform, of course, as a motivation killer, and impatience. These are factors that lead to burnout real quick. Now, if you're getting value so far, please hit the like button below and let me know. Also, let me know in the comments which of these issues bug you the most? Yeah, I might be able to create separate videos to address each of them, but let me know, can you relate to these factors? Oh, this one speaks to me. Yes, Tope, you're right. This happened to me, that happened to me, this is my biggest problem. Let me know. If you are yet to subscribe as well, and let's grow the community. Now, I've already touched on tips along the line, but let me just quickly touch on the tips properly as I have itemized them on my notes. To avoid burnout, the first thing you need to, and people hear this a lot, but because it sounds cliche, it begins to sound ordinary. There's nothing as powerful as knowing your why. Look, if you don't know why you're doing YouTube, you will quit at the slightest annoyance. You will quit at the slightest frustration. Have your goal clearly written out on paper, stuck in your bathroom or something. The reason why you went to YouTube. You went to YouTube to save a life. You went to YouTube to save the lost. You went to YouTube to rescue people from tech frustrations or whatever it is. And let that be the reason you cannot afford to quit, right? Without a goal in mind, anything will throw you off balance. Just about anything. Your dog annoyed you and they will stop posting on YouTube the next day because you don't even know why you're there. So start with a goal in mind and make sure it is strong enough to take your sleep away. Make sure it is strong enough to keep you on your toes no matter the obstacles you encounter. Next, count the cost. Some of us don't understand what it takes to start a YouTube channel. So you just sit down, shoot, and you think you're done. No, you've not started. You've not started. The video needs to be edited. You need to understand how to optimize. You need to know how to do your SEO. Who is going to do your graphics? Who is going to do this and do that? You need to understand what it takes. And to understand what it takes, sometimes you need to get a YouTube course. Get a mini course on YouTube. I'm working on my online course. That course should be out before the middle of this year. I have procrastinated on that course for the very longest time, and I'm trying to see how I can push it out before June. So help me God. If you want to join my waiting list for my online course, I should have a link in the description for that. Yeah, so join the waiting list so you'll be the first to know when my course is out. Get an online course. Ask someone who is doing YouTube, what are the things you do every day, you know, before your video gets to your YouTube. And better say, oh, I shoot, I record, I get the light, I get the microphone, I do this, I sit here, I stand here. And you can start telling yourself, okay, I'm ready for all of this, or I'm not. Yeah, so that you are not startled in the process by things that are surprising you and are like, I have to do this as well, I have to do this too, I have to do this too. Oh my God, it's a lot of work. So know the work that is involved before you start and get the right tools. Okay, I'll touch on that later, or should I touch on that now? Get the right tools. Yeah, have a good microphone, a simple microphone, have a good camera. By the way, you can record with your phone. Okay, you know, sit in one place all the time. You don't have to change your scene. Sit in one place all the time. Get tools that are comfortable. If you need to have a cue card, you know, to work smarter or whatever, just get anything that makes your life simple. Yeah. So let me just jump into another point I have that sounds like this, which is keep it simple. Okay, if you can't operate a professional camera, use your phone. Phones have ready to go settings. Flip your camera on, hit record video, and you are as good, because a professional camera will take you learning how to use it, how to manually set this, set that, set this. If it's overwhelming, you're still gonna pack it up. Keep it simple. Okay, can you shoot without makeup? Do you have to wear makeup? If you don't, please throw your makeup bag right through the window. Sit down and shoot that video for me. Okay, if you need to wear the same outfit in all your videos, please do. Nobody's going to sue you for wearing YouTube experts in all your YouTube videos. Okay, at the end of the day, they just want to get the value and move on, right? Of course, I touched on content strategy. Your content strategy has to be tight. You need to know what exactly you even want to say or teach on your channel. Then your setup. Determine the standard that you require for your setup. I have followed YouTube channels that have very random setups. The women will just wear satin bonnets and right on their bed, they're already creating content, talking about how their cat died last night and how, you know, their door fell off and how a lion entered their balcony right from their beds. The production standard is super low, super relatable, nothing high-tech, nothing, no, they're keeping it real. And that's a brand by itself. And I promise it just might be good enough for you. You don't need to have that Oprah Winfrey set up with the lights and camera and, you know, men working for you. You've not made money and you are spending millions on your production already. You don't have to. So you can step down your production. Yeah. But if it is a deal breaker for your brand, then you have to invest. But wait, do you have to? If you check my earlier videos on this channel, you would see that it has always been simple. Some shelf here, a flower pot here, a small light here, my ring light and my phone, and we move. And I've had fantastic results from those videos. Nobody has taken me to court for not doing it, you know, in a very glamorous way. So please keep this simple, right? Then work smart. Can you record with a teleprompter? Do you want to script ahead of time and just run through your scripts using a teleprompter so that you don't have to edit or spend hours editing? Yeah. Can you generate your scripts using AI? I like to still be original, so I don't know about using AI, but I know that some content creators use AI to generate their scripts. Can you have floor markers for where you keep your light? So if your light sits here, so I'm going to raise my camera for a second, my microphone. So I have the 3 legs of my microphone. If I want to save how much time I spend trying to figure out where it is placed every day, I can put a paper tape at the 3 points where I placed it today, so that tomorrow I just put it right there and start recording. Same thing for your ring light, same thing for your tripod stand, same thing for your laptop, same thing for your prompter, whatever it is, so that you just slap them on that spot and sit, right? The idea is to save yourself stress and time. Yeah, so work smart. Use floor markers. Do you have a dedicated phone for your recording? Because if you're going to use your phone, for instance, you might have to, like, you know, start worrying about creating storage space on the phone. The last thing you want to happen to you is you're recording and your phone gets filled up in the middle of recording. There's no more room to take your recording and you have to stop and then go and create space and start recording again. You probably want to have a dedicated phone for recording your YouTube videos. You know, basically just work smart. If you want to have a cue card, you don't have to use a tablet. If you don't have, you can have a nice cue card. In fact, have a paper and look at it as confidently as I'm looking at my points. Before I would hide this, I would want to, you know, cram the lines and talk to you. And doing that no more, because I want to be together. I want to feel confident and comfortable. So I look at my notes, right? And anything that makes your life faster and more convenient, surround yourselves with those tools and burnout would be eliminated. Then pace yourself. Sometimes we put ourselves, you know, under undue pressure, trying to post as frequently as the others are posting. You have a friend that posts twice a week and then you want to start by posting. Have you even stayed consistent with once a week to see if you can cope? So pace yourself. We have clients that post twice a month. We have some clients that post 4 times a month. We have a particular client that posts every day on YouTube. How much energy do you have? Pace yourself. There's no right or wrong answer. And then, like I already touched on before, you're not a YouTube expert. Don't try to be one. It takes a lot. Being updated with all the algorithm changes is a full-time job by itself. Optimization takes experience. If I teach you optimization now, you will still not get it for the next 15 videos you work on. I'm still going to find things to correct, things to change. As in, no, this is different. This is different. It takes experience to optimize successfully every single time. So sometimes it's just not your job. If you have time, get an online course and learn it so that you can do it alongside your full-time job, alongside follow your passion. And if you can't afford the time, outsource it, get help. Can your brother edit? You don't have to be an editing guru. Can your brother edit? Can you tip him, you know, a few, you know, coins every time he edits for you, or take him out to lunch or something? Can your spouse do graphics for you? Do you have a friend that is good with optimization or something? Get help. Preferably professional help though, because even people that are willing to help you might not necessarily know what to do. You were not born to die of stress. You were not born to, you know, slaughter yourself on the altar of multitasking or trying to be a genius or jack of all trade. Get help. And speaking of getting help, like I said earlier, we have a full service YouTube marketing agency. We provide you all of this support. Please visit www.tubemasteryhub.com to learn more about how we support content creators to stay successful and sustainable on YouTube. Right now that we've addressed one major reasons that YouTubers quit, which is burnout, the second one is high costs of running a YouTube channel. That is a pain in the neck for a lot of content creators. YouTube is just too expensive to run. And so in the next video, I'm going to be addressing costs. What are the factors that lead to the high costs in the first place, and how can you eliminate or reduce them so that you can have a more sustainable journey on the platform? Stick around because the next video is dropping soon and you're going to get so much value. I promise you. If you've gotten value so far, hit the like button and let me know your biggest aha moments in the comments. Also drop in the comments if you have any topics you want me to address. I'll be more than happy to help. Hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.